immediately becomes both more comfortable and more efficient. Yes, you can cycle in trainers. We do it when popping to the shops. But when going out for a long cycle ride in the countryside, doing a sportive or a race, well, you just can't beat a pair of dedicated cycling shoes. They're lightweight and comfortable, stiff for efficient pedaling, and mesh panels to keep your feet cool when it's warm, and a sole that's designed to work with clipless pedals. Now would also be a good time to point you in the direction of our Learning to Ride in Clipless Pedals video if you haven't learned how to do that yet. So click that link that's floating above my head to get to that. So without further ado, here are 6 of the best cycling shoes that we've reviewed here recently at Road CC. Laces have come back into fashion in the cycling world, and DHB's brand new Dorica is a really nice example of the comfort and adjustable fit that laces offer, with a price that won't have you choking on your energy gel. Rather handily, the sole takes either 2 or 3 bolt cleats, putting a firm stamp of approval on the increasing use of mountain bike style SPD pedals for road cycling. That gives you more choice and makes these ideal for commuting and touring where walking is often inevitable. The major feature of the Dorica are the laces. There's an increasing trend for a return to laces as an indefinitely adjustable, low cost and indeed retro looking closure solution. If you don't feel the need to adjust your shoes mid-ride, you should consider laces over Velcro or the much pricier BOA wire systems. So overall, if you like laces, use 3 bolt cleats or accept a 2 bolt setup without needing walkability, the Dorica could be the shoe for you. Now if racing isn't your thing, but long distance rides are, then these might be the shoes for you. Shimano's RP9 shoes have all the features you'd expect of a high-end road shoe, with that fit that is just a little more generous, especially in the toe box, and as such won't crimp your toes towards the end of a long day in the saddle. For 2018, the RP9 has moved away from Velcro straps and a ratchet to a single BOA IP1 dial and small accompanying Velcro strap arrangement. And the heat moldable tech has gone in favour of a new synthetic leather upper. As changes go, it's a significant one, with weight the major benefactor, but importantly, the shoes are still extremely comfortable and even easier to adjust on the fly. This microfiber synthetic leather material is supple yet supportive around the foot, and the heel locks firmly in place without it feeling like it's being pinched, thanks to a new plastic external heel cup design. This works really well and contributes hugely to the fit of the shoe. To sum up, the new RP9 shoes are supportive without being restrictive and are ideally suited to longer, more relaxed rides where comfort takes priority over outright stiffness and weight. Bont's Riot Road Plus shoes bring custom fitting down to a reasonably sensible price point, offering a comfortable fit and not many compromises when you compare them to its top-end Vapor S shoes. The Riot Road Plus is described as an entry-level shoe by Bont, which may seem a little disconcerting given that they're £150 a pair, so it's a good job that they're also described as the most technically advanced entry-level shoe that money can buy. As with all Bont's higher end shoes, the Riot Road Plus are heat moldable, which means you can literally warm them up in the oven to customise them to your own foot arch and shape. And you can reheat them as many times as you need to. We definitely recommend the Riot Road Plus shoes for anyone who struggles getting a perfect fit in off-the-shelf shoes. The actual shape of the carbon fiberglass outsole is on the wide side and they're quite boxy. So if your feet are on the wider side too, then these may well be what you're looking for, and at a decent price. You can spend an absolute fortune on cycling shoes if you wish, and at £350, these new lightweight Giro shoes are really up there with the priciest. That said, the shoes are remarkably light, feeling unbelievably feather-like in the hand. But that's no surprise really when they weigh only 193 grams per shoe for a size 46. That lack of mass is due to a unique ultralight tech mesh material that is slightly see-through but vents well and is easy to clean. The Textreme carbon sole is claimed to be stronger than regular carbon fibre, but it's also eye-wateringly expensive. They are remarkably comfortable, slipper-like in comfort when putting them on, and when quickly and easily adjusted, they feel just great. The lack of weight is very apparent too, especially so when walking around. On the bike, they're stiff at the sole as expected, but the malleable upper also allows a little movement. If you're after the ultimate in clamped-in fit, then these probably aren't for you. But what they are Giro's flagship shoes, and are some of the absolute lightest on the market, with the quality and selection of materials going some way to justify that price. Specialized has completely revamped its mid-range shoe lineup with the introduction of the Torch. And these top-end models offer excellent comfort with a very stiff carbon sole and easy BOA dial adjustment. The foundation for the new Torch 3.0 shoes is a full fact carbon composite sole that's given a stiffness index of 8.5. So not quite as stiff as the 13 rating of the top-end S-Works 6 shoes, but still pretty good. The soles are drilled for 3-bolt cleats with clear markers for lining them up and a couple of vents at the front and midsection, while a rubber heel pad makes walking less treacherous. We've all done that little penguin walk, trying not to stack it going from house to bike, and these are pretty good for that. The upper is made from a combination of thermoplastic, polyurethane and a synthetic leather with mesh panels and perforations in strategic places to aid cooling when the temperature increases. A thermobonded construction process reduces the weight and gives the shoes a sleek and unfussy appearance. In use, the shoes are really good. The fit is great with ample support and no heel lift. The 2 BOA dials are easy to adjust and spread pressure nicely across the top of the foot. So, providing high performance, great comfort, supportive fit, the Torch 3.0 shoes are a really good pick. The City Shot shoes are the Italian company's flagship shoe with a super stiff vented carbon sole, an easy twin rotary dial adjustment, and they provide impressive performance and excellent comfort. The Shot has been redesigned over the old wire shoes with a number of useful changes, the biggest of which is the relocation of City's proprietary Techno 3-push dials from the side of the shoe to the tongue, and they've also done away with the strap over the top of the foot. This change provides a small but notable improvement in comfort. The 2 dials pull the sides of the shoe together rather than pulling the upper and the strap over the top of the foot. The carbon soles are drilled for 3-bolt cleats with plenty of white lines for positioning the cleat accurately. The soles are vented, though it's actually really hard to notice the effect they have in hot weather, and the front vent can be closed for riding in cooler temperatures. Anti-slip heel pads are replaceable should you wear them out, which is always useful to know too. So overall, the performance of the shoes is very good, with stiff carbon sole and easy to use closure system. And if they're good enough for Chris Froome, they're probably good enough for you. Choosing a cycling shoe is no easy task, and we'd always recommend going with a fit first and other features second, as comfort is the key priority with a cycling shoe. So if you can, why not pop into your local bike shop to get properly fitted? Hopefully this video has given you an idea of the breadth of choice and what you can expect to get at different price points and the many different styles available. If you like this video, then be sure to go and check out our other roundup of brand new cycling shoes from Eurobike last year. If you did like this video, then give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already and hit that little bell to get notified when RoadCC posts videos. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Get yourself the right pair of cycling shoes and your riding immediately becomes both more comfortable and more efficient. Yes, you can cycle in trainers. We do it when popping to the shops. But when going out for a long cycle ride in the countryside, doing a sportive or a race, well, you just can't beat a pair of dedicated cycling shoes. They're lightweight and comfortable, stiff for efficient pedaling, and mesh panels to keep your feet cool when it's warm, and a sole that's designed to work with clipless pedals. Now would also be a good time to point you in the direction of our Learning to Ride in Clipless Pedals video if you haven't learned how to do that yet. So click that link that's floating above my head to get to that. So without further ado, here are 6 of the best cycling shoes that we've reviewed here recently at RoadCC. Laces have come back into fashion in the cycling world, and DHB's brand new Dorica is a really nice example of